real round here.
We don't make the rules.
Hot takes every day.
Turn up my Serato.
When you do what it takes, you can never lose.
Turn me up. Turn me.
There we go.
Turn me up.
Hot takes every day. We don't make the rules. When you do what it takes, you can never lose.
That's exclusive. That's exclusive.
Oh, okay. You gotta come like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, you can't just come and touch the button. You gotta earn that.
Yes, sir. All right, we back, yes, man, with another episode of the We Don't Make the Rules podcast, brought to you by Papa John's, only on the good news. You know what I'm saying? Brought to you by Papa John's, store number 4904. Be sure to try the new Papa Bowls. No crust, just toppings for only $7.99, or use the online code PJRULES for a 30% discount code that is now active. Only valid on regular menu price items and exclusive at location 6520 Crenshaw Boulevard. Order through the PJ app or on papajohns.com. And be sure to follow them on Instagram at papajohns4904 to keep up with any other discounts they may have going on through the week. Want to shout out to our other sponsor, those good people at Cobb Phillips and Associates. Your small business runs because you make it run. From handling the day-to-day to the year-to-year, you must be on top of everything, and that includes accounting. From bookkeeping to taxes, they have you covered. So email them at info@cobbphillips.com to book an appointment, or find them on the web at www.cobbphillips.com. Why is that, Dre?
Because you don't want the IRS on your what?
Yeah,
ASS. Keep it
absolutely, man. So be sure to support our sponsors because they support us. Once again, it's the We Don't Make the Rules podcast, brought to you by Papa John's. I'm your host, Felix, aka Mr. BB. That's me, and of course, I got some great guys with me in the building, man. Big Draco, how you doing, man?
I'm happy to be here, blessed to be here in the flesh.
Absolutely.
I actually wanted to take some time to honor my high school football coach who did make that transition to the Lord yesterday, Coach Ronald Williams. I appreciate you and everything that you've done for my life. You were one of the first coaches to actually believe in me and put me on the field, and you kept me on the field. So I appreciate everything that you've done, all the guidance that you put over Gardena.
He was getting a lot of love.
Yeah,
man. It was crazy.
Yeah, so
it was beautiful to see, though.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt to see this morning, because I was seeing him yesterday post about his Veterans Day walk. His father, he was big on family, and then to see that, I just send prayers to his wife and his loved ones, and to anybody who was ever impacted by Coach Ron. We appreciate all the love. I appreciate seeing all the love, and it just shows you how big somebody, one person. Mm-hmm. As one person, we're so small.
The effect that he can have,
but the impact that you can make on so many different people and so many different generations is amazing. So, I said, shout out to him, shout out to you. We love you, Coach Ron. Appreciate you.
All right, man. And of course, got your neighborhood friendly beef, man. Looked like God done kicked you out. You know what I'm saying? You was talking too much shit.
Nah, he ain't kicked me out.
He right where he needs to be.
Yeah, Keith new setup kicked me out. So there's no engineer today. So I gotta run this bitch from the back door.
He like, this is fine back here.
This fine. Hey, this is fine. I'll burn this bitch down.
That's what you always been talking about, right?
They don't really gave me an engineer, but press button.
That man got all the power.
Can't nobody get to him. He gonna mute me from way over there.
I hear any rigmarole bullshit.
Right.
Good.
And of course, man, I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, you can see we have very, very special guests, man. You may have seen them, running routes in the NFL. You may have seen them back at Utah University. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You may have seen them at ELAC. You know what I'm saying? Killing people.
Take them back.
You may have seen him at Woodrow Wilson High School.
Keep it going.
I've never seen a receiver triple teamed.
Yeah, he was.
He was him. Hey, he was him.
What? They had a corner.
He is a him.
They had a corner and a linebacker bracketing him.
That had the safety over the top.
Yes, with the safety over the top, man.
Hey, that's
I care about
well, you need 3. That's called HIM. That's him.
Man, give it up, man, for our very special guest, man, co-founder of Prolific Seamoss, Anthony Denham in the building.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go.
We appreciate you for being here, man. It's been a long time coming.
I know y'all make
That's
the rules,
family,
but I'm glad y'all had the rules extended. So we got Beav in the engineering book. So some of the rules is being made, but they not being made because
Of course. We don't. We
Y'all don't make them,
just call people out when they break them. You know what I mean? Exactly, man. But I mean, we're here to talk about your business, Prolific Seamoss, man. Tell us a little bit about it.
All right, so Prolific Seamoss came about this year. It's August 2022. Seamoss has been on my mind for a very long time. I think somewhere closer like 7-9 years. When I first heard about So when I first heard about Dr. Sabi, it was I was back at the University of Utah, and I remember stumbling across a video of how the title has said something about someone curing AIDS or quote unquote allegedly curing AIDS and HIV. And
right.
It was like a 15-20 minute interview, and he was just breaking it down and kind of telling you how to certain components or compounds being at a certain alkalinity can actually cure the body rather than something that is man-made.
Right.
So
foreign.
anything coming from Mother Nature, from the earth, is meant to cure or take away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that's kind of what we put together, man-made, is kind of to address or be where that's
to reduce the side effects as opposed to curing.
So,
right.
Rather than you understanding like, this pain isn't going to last for too much longer if I take this Seamoss, rather than I can get rid of this pain now with some over the counter. It's like
because addiction is real.
Yeah, and it involves around mental health, as well. So, it came about me hearing that for such a long time, and then I'm gonna say around 2014-15, Nipsey Hussle dropped that Mailbox Money, and I remember he was supposed to come out with a documentary around that time, and that was around the time I was in my second year in the league, and I'm working out, and I was living through Mailbox Money, trying to be a status symbol myself, and,
right.
Just being interested in just understanding.
That was like your theme music.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about I did not listen to nothing else. My daughter knew the songs, like what I'm saying. And she's used to Baby Shark and whatnot.
Right.
By then, but any other lullaby that was out is what I mean.
Got you.
For the people who try to make it a point, but anyway, so it came out. I guess that documentary didn't come out or anything like that. But then when COVID kind of came around, fast forwarding, I noticed that I had caught it because I'm a first responder as well. So, I'm out in fire stations and whatnot, and I work around a lot of different people. So, COVID.
You saying you caught COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I caught it, and then I kind of spread it. And I noticed that it was some of us who was having bad side effects to it, and some of us who weren't. And so, it was the first time it had happened like this year. And we took it. I was like, fine, I've been hearing about it for so long, I'm going to finally do it. On top of that, I seen one of my cousins take it, and she's been boasting and bragging about it. So I bought some myself. I seen how it worked for me, and then boom, I had the wife try it. She noticed that it worked for her, and then from there on, we noticed that when we stopped using it, we started feeling a certain type of ways, and started feeling groggy, started feeling our stomach, not really,
Gotcha.
as much, and just more tired and whatnot, not really much energy. And we got kids, you gotta have energy. Especially when
would you say
energy.
so, Dre? Do you think when you got kids?
He ain't fuck around when you say that.
Yeah, I work 24-hour shifts, so I come home. If the girls is at home, then,
if they up, we up.
We up.
Right.
Game playing the Call of Duty.
Yeah, we up.
Or I'm playing Barbie.
Right.
I can, me. But or if they at school, then I try to get my little break. But then I got my son, who now I got to attend to when my wife's at work, or whatever. So it's like I go to work, and I come home to work, and at the same time we doing this Prolific Seamoss stuff. But yeah, as a whole, I seen how it benefited me. So I just wanted to be spread some kind of knowledge about Seamoss and try to see how it could provide assistance for other people.
That's
like
what's
it did
up,
me.
man.
So I bought my own, started making some, kind of sold a few jars, and then I seen I sold 36 jars, and I was like, let me try to sell 46, and boom, sold 40, and it's like, okay, I'm keep trying to add these numbers. On top of that, we trying to being prolific as far as like spreading an abundance of health or wealth or knowledge or what have you. Like Coach RP to him, he was prolific because a lot of people embraced him when he passed, but just remaining resilient to any challenges that are going to come, because they will. But yeah, it got back to the Seamoss. It was just decided to call it Prolific Seamoss because, like, hence Nipsey Hussle was a big, factor.
Right.
We, call it Seamoss, Prolific, and the fact that Dr. Sabi got, really, a lot of information about how Seamoss kind of helps the body and other, minerals and things like that. How everything gets together. He allowed me to, do my own thing.
Right. How do you feel like about people that say, like Dr. Sebi didn't really know what he was talking about too much, or they feel like he was like a crazy man because of some of his theories? You know what I'm saying?
Anybody that nowadays that we know, looking back in time, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, all these people who were quote unquote crazy, made an impact. And and we use Tesla's methods today. We use Einstein's methods today, and now I'm using Sebi's methods. And I'm getting great feedback from everybody. I sell my gels and lemonades and capsules to firefighters, police officers, nurses, and since they're on their feet, and if our first responders can't take care of their immunity, they can't take care of the communities that they're in. So we've been prolific by keeping our first responders out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm being prolific by introducing a new holistic way for people who usually go to the over-the-counter route and see that they gotta find every other medication to kind of fix the last medication that now had a side effect. Now you got a medication.
I'm just happy to see us doing it, man.
You know what I'm saying? So now there's a Seamoss is going around. Seamoss is very big in our culture, and where Seamoss really
tell people what Seamoss can do.
So Seamoss has 92 of 102 minerals that our body needs. You know what I'm saying? 92 of 102 of minerals that
that's
our body
a good percentage.
Yes, it is. Very great percentage. So even if you're doing a little bit, you're doing a lot. You're doing more than what you usually
That's Steph Curry with the shot.
Thank you. And I'm gonna make it splash, bro.
Don't miss.
Stop playing with it.
Don't miss.
Left,
right.
Give it to me. But Seamoss is 92 of 102 minerals. It got minerals ranging from calcium, potassium, boron, magnesium, iodine, which is huge. We don't have a lot of iodine in the food here in America, and the only way we can get our iodine, don't quote me on this, and I will talk to anybody, but iodine usually comes from iodinized salt, correct?
Okay.
And iodinized salt creates high blood pressure.
Right.
At the same time, that's the only place you can get some salt.
So like good catfish.
Thank you. that great catfish, yes. That gives you that itis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Slow down from it, but stay around it. You
Big
know what I'm saying? Stay away from it. How you sleeping when you got to wake up in 30 minutes. But it got iodine. And so iodine is a great source for your thyroid system. For anybody with thyroid issues, that's a great source for you to get your thyroid or supplements as far as what the nutrients that the body needs. So it helps with the immune system. It helps with the blood pressure. It helps with any underlying conditions anywhere where your mucous membranes are compromised by excess amount of mucus. It helps. So if your pancreatic duct has an excess amount of mucus in the pancreatic duct, then it creates like diabetes, A1 or 2. If you have excess amount of mucus,
I've been trying to tell you.
I'm learning right now.
When I take this Seamoss, when I tell you, when you take the Seamoss, it clears out so much inside, bro.
And
I tell you, yes.
Anyway, so
speak that truth.
That's what's up.
Speak that. Yeah,
I'm about to spit it right now. Yeah. Check this out. So if you got an excess amount of mucus in your knees or whatever, then that creates arthritis, correct? If you got an excess amount of mucus in your lungs from the flu, COVID, the regular viruses, common cold. So think about it. So now, since you decreasing the mucus in your body, you're helping your immune system, defenses as far as when these viruses do come in, they're not going to hit you as hard. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a bit more resilient to what you're doing on top of that. You're feeding everything.
Yeah.
You be what?
I'll be getting beat the fuck.
That's why I be telling you, I ain't caught COVID. I ain't been sick. And like y'all see me.
And I'm here. And
y'all see me. Y'all be trying to tell
you say that. And so, like I said, I'm front line with the virus. You know what I'm saying? Dealing from the community.
Hey, all you habitual liars out there. Y'all niggas caught COVID. Y'all just didn't take the test to see if you got it. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way nobody walking around like, hey, I'm the last man standing.
I take COVID test weekly.
Right. But he said he caught it once.
No, not him. This lying motherfucker over here.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't caught it since.
My daughter was in the house with me. I was taking Seamoss.
Oh, yeah.
She caught COVID. She tested positive. Guess who tested negative?
You did. Seamoss. Hey, look how you stop playing with that there. Seamoss boat.
I promise you, like
Seamoss
when I run out of Seamoss, bro, I can feel it. Like that next week is hard. It opens your body up. Get that mucus out.
Kissing his teeth over there.
That lemonade fire.
Waste man's behind the board.
The lemonade delicious, but this lies that a bitch gonna lie out.
Waste man's behind the board.
That's like a nigga having sex with like, yeah, these 12 kids ain't mine. I pulled out every time.
Damn. I got this little Prolific Seamoss sticker I want to give y'all.
Oh man, appreciate it, man.
That's all I got for y'all, man.
Hey.
We love stickers. Bitch.
So how are you supposed to take Seamoss? Like,
so our gels you take you can take 2 to 3 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons in the morning and at night. Okay. And it's best to ingest it with water, but you could also put it in your smoothies. You can put it in your coffee. You can blend it any and everywhere and whatever you want to do with it. I know.
Put it in your tea.
Put in your tea. I've seen people go as far as placing it in, the spaghetti. Like, hey, you laugh, but they find a way.
Look at me. You like that idea?
However you gonna get it in there.
You can get it in. Your little protein smoothies after a workout.
You put it in the strip club,
and it's great for that.
Oh yeah,
it's great for recovery.
I wake up in the morning, take my 2 scoops.
Right.
I take some more at lunchtime. It's like you can't ever take too much of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you can. But
I tried it myself. I was like, let me see. I done ate a whole jar just to see if I get sick. The most I had was probably, fired a couple.
Oh yeah, it's gonna keep you regular. It's gonna keep you regular.
It was coming out for sure. But,
someone develop a lemon pepper flavor.
If it works, somebody gets a market for it.
Seamoss wings. Oh my god.
Seamoss
wings. It's a $1 billion industry, and it's creating itself because now you see people are making hair gels with. They're making.
I was say so. We have different products here. We got the lemonade. You can drink that all in one sitting.
You can drink this all in one sitting. It don't contain the 2 tablespoons, but it has Seamoss in it.
Okay.
So you can consume at least 3 to 4 of those and be fine. Maybe the whole 6-pack if you need to. Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
I already did it.
You said,
go ahead, bust it open.
Taste, bro.
Yeah, show him, Drake.
Hey, I gotta throw the honey pack away because I'm Seamoss, baby.
Yeah, man.
I'm Prolific Seamoss, baby.
Yeah, turn that around one time, kids. When you take that next sip.
Yeah.
I told you, man. Get that right there.
Fire.
Let me.
Fire.
Why he take his sip?
Oh, this is actually really good, yo.
No, hey,
I'm not playing.
Hey, no. When you
I want y'all.
I'm not playing.
I'm not playing. Whoever taking this banana flavor, I want y'all to try that right now for real because I tried it the other day on my little thing, and I just want to get y'all's perspective.
Hey, run into me. Come on.
Run it to him.
Hey, I'm a consumer.
Like that. But hold on, let me hold this one time. Yeah. Speaking of this is the gel. This is the yeah. So all right. So this is our banana flavor, Prolific Seamoss, and we pretty much are just introducing this.
This is the newest flavor?
For tomorrow's event that we got coming up. It's from 1 to 5. I got the flyers on my Instagram that you can check out. Prolific Seamoss Instagram is a name, or you can look me up, Anthony Denham. Either way, the details are on there. It's from 1 to 5. We got some little educational things going on about what Seamoss is. Of course, we got capsules that contain bladderwrack and burdock, so we can go get some educational cues about
the mango.
About those too. But yeah, we just want to try to continue to do something different and evolve what prolific means and what it is to be prolific. So we, keep trying to find out different brands and different ways to get things out. So this is just a few of the things. We got some beetroot Seamoss. We got some stuff coming out. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, this is a banana flavor. Try that. I would like for y'all all to try that if y'all can in some necessary fashion or one way. But yeah, so yeah, let me probably hold it again. But Prolific Seamoss again. So we got our lemonades you can consume as much as you need to or as much as you want.
And then the gels you said like 2 teaspoons in the morning, 2 at night, right before bed.
Yeah, before bed, however you want.
Okay.
Just as long as you get them in, and
then you got the capsules.
We got our capsules. We got 4 different variations. We just have regular Seamoss capsules where you consume 2 to 4 of those a day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night.
Okay.
So but you can. There's enough because they're big enough to where if you wanted to just consume just the 2, you also can do that and still receive, the minerals that you need.
Gotcha.
And our capsules, we have, like I mentioned, we have the Seamoss capsules, we have the bladderwrack burdock root capsules, we got the and then we got some that are complete capsules with all
and
three. So
okay, I was
the
gonna say,
reason
what's
why
the
we
difference?
did that is because we understand that there's a lot of underlying conditions that some people may have, and we're not licensed physicians or doctors, but we do understand that
Gotcha.
if somebody is like having low blood, like hypoglycemic, or they have low blood pressure, since these things do reduce the blood pressure or whatever, if you are having heightened blood pressure, because it removes metals and toxins in the bloodstream, so it reduces some of that pressure. That's why a lot of people seem suppressed after, were depressed after they take, not depressed, but it goes down.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, because I just
I
just did a blood test for like life insurance,
Mhm.
and they showed all my shit, and all my
Yeah.
shit was regular, and I was
Mhm.
like, man, like telling you, get yourself together, get you some
get it right,
Seamoss.
get it right.
Start,
Yes,
start
ASAP.
getting it
Prolific
today.
Seamoss.
Do not
Start
wait
getting it
till
with
tomorrow.
us.
Tomorrows don't exist.
We ready for your order, and that's how we live, and that's how you remain prolific, because you plan for tomorrow, hoping to see it, but you got a plan, so you wake up ready to do something instead of waiting on the day. You start with it, you get prolific with it.
Right.
So so our capsules, the difference is, we're going back to what I was saying, the reason why we kind of separate them is, I know that sometimes the complete capsules can reduce the blood pressure, and somebody may go into DKA, or have a type of diabetic episode, so we kind of split those things up to where they can maybe depending on the amounts that they intake
Right.
when they do buy our capsules, that there's variations of how they can get it, but don't ignore trying to get your minerals. But that's like any medication that's out there, whether it's FDA approved or not, it's always a side effect and a possibility for you to pass out or have a seizure or do all this other stuff. This don't do all of that, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, just to be clear,
It's gonna help you stay upright.
It's gonna help everybody, but I guarantee you're gonna see more of a positive than a negative.
Right. Shout out to T in the chat. You know what I'm saying? She said, "Okay, Seamoss."
Oh yeah.
That's my girl, man. Shout out to her. Love her.
Shout out to you. Especially a shout out when you buy this little lemonade.
Hey man, the lemonade actually really fire, man. I'm gonna definitely
don't put no tequila in that.
No.
You can't put tequila with the Seamoss.
I tried it.
I can't mix the Seamoss with the Casa.
I already did. It was with the Casa. It was. What the hell? It was with the Migo. Hit that. Hit it.
Why is the button be playing?
That's crazy. That's the time.
It's hating on us.
Big, what you do to my?
Well, I'm over.
Oh, here you go.
Okay, we got a little.
Hey, I'm over here trying to not let the computer die.
It's all good.
Board man, come on.
Right. Tierra says she loves us.
Hold on. They give me computers with half dead memory and shit, so I'm over here trying to plug in shit. Hey, watch it. Got a blast.
All right, man. So moving on, so in today's society, it's a lot of people that are starting businesses. So what's it like?
Oh, that was ugly.
What's it like being an entrepreneur in today's society, where you got a lot of people starting businesses just because it's like it's trendy now?
It's nice in today's society because you got the opportunity to pay attention to it or ignore it. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna start something, you're just gonna start it. Like I mentioned before, if you stop dipping your toe in the water, and that's what I've been doing since I first heard about it, and understanding or learning that you can actually make your own Seamoss and whatnot. I was like, okay, let me buy this, little name or whatever, and start doing it because it worked for us. We see opportunity that we can get it out there because we want to evolve it, and we do. We've been making products ever since we started. Like I mentioned, we started in August. So going back to that question, if you pay attention to the noise, then it could factor in on how you project your own career. But if you ignore it and just continue to do things and advertise and promote and continue to buy into what you're doing, and buy in so much that you got other people buying into what you're doing, that you're doing it right. So it's a great time. It just depends on who you are and what you're going after.
Got your blinders on and you get to work.
Yeah, and stick with it. Stay the course.
Some days all the time, man. They be like, "Yo, I want to start a podcast." All right, start it. And they be like, "But there's so many out there." Hey, start it. It doesn't matter.
It's a McDonald's on every block. It's a Starbucks on every block. Exactly. They still packed. What you mean?
The way that you talk about a topic is not going to be the same way somebody else talks about a topic, and that's the difference. ESPN got 12 shows on every day talking about the same 6 things.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like every show is talking about the same thing, but it's about your personality and how people can relate in our entertainment.
How many different ways can we talk
about?
about the Cowboys, LeBron, and the Lakers?
Right. Like,
Can we figure this out? Come on.
Absolutely, man. So the other co-founder of Prolific Seamoss is Christina.
Yes,
your
ma'am.
wife.
Your wife, yes, ma'am.
So what is it like working with
Power
your
couple?
Right.
Yes,
what is it like
gotta be
working
one.
Power couple
with your partner day in and day out on this
It's
business?
easy because we gonna argue regardless. You know what I'm saying? But all we got is each other, so we need each other. So whether we argue, we know we gonna make up quicker, or there's no issue that's gonna keep us from continuing to get the job done. Because we understand, like, we didn't put our minds and ourselves together to start this just to be a part of a trend. No, we want to trailblaze our own paths. That's why we continue to create different, products that Prolific Seamoss can sell you. So we continue want to be on that trailblazing path. So working with her is a positive because she's more of the techie and she can get all the cute stuff and the things of this and that. I know this is bad with this last minute, but things like this that she can just do as far as like getting things together is much quicker and much faster than I can. On top of that, I mentioned that I'm at work 24 hours of the day, so it's only so much I can do. So having that partner in crime as a business and as a wife is the same thing because too. I'm not trying to say our kids is a job, but parenting is a job. You know what I mean? Like, we got to trade off. Like when you going to work, I'm clocking in too. Like it's time for me to do these dishes, clean up this floor, wash these, wash the kids, get it all together to take the load off you. Because no matter what, you can do everything in your power to do everything you can to make her list of chores to do smaller, but it's never enough. You can never do enough. So having that mentality that I just got to keep doing as much as I can, regardless if she thinks it's enough or not. We argue about how much I am or is not doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still knowing I'm making progress. I'm taking the load off. So understanding that I have that mindset going into our relationship now that I have to have that same mindset in business. So as long as we keep having these disagreements, that means we're elevating.
Right. You got to be willing to play your role.
Play a role.
Well
I'm
as
a role
know
player.
Your role.
Exactly. I'm a role player at times. And so there's times where I know my
sometimes
role.
You got to put up 30.
You got to.
Sometimes you got to put up 30.
And sometimes she put up 35. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we just had a kid July 4th. My little boy, Anthony Denham. So, she got to appreciate that. She got
3.
Yeah, he gonna be cold. He gonna be a cold piece of work. Because what I'm doing in life, I wish I had that father figure or somebody to show me the way. Because I started cutting my own hair. I'm cutting my own bald face, and I'm kind of cold. So you gotta admit. And I just started this year, so you gotta think. I'm gonna continue to cut my hair. There's times when my 5-year-old be in the bathroom with me while I'm fading myself up and whatnot. So she's seeing me. There's times when I'm selling these Prolifics, going to people's houses, dropping off jars, and she with me in the car. And we talking about business. I'm like, you gotta buy something with your own money sometimes, or you got to, get other people's money to spend to start what you want to do. But as long as you start something, that's going to open up other horizons for you. So I take her with me on this stuff, and she sees me doing things. So I'm envisioning my son was having me or see me doing the same thing. On top of that, I got a pool. I ain't trying to pay no man $1,000 a month to clean my pool. And all. So I understand how to recalibrate my
man, B, give us some hand claps over there, man.
Flat. I'm about to keep going because I'm trying to get to my point of understanding that I'm doing all this myself. I'm learning all these different skills. Like I mentioned, I got my own pool, so I clean it. So I know how to clean the filter. I know if I need chlorine, algae, no phosphate, alkalinity up, whatever. I know what chemicals I'm gonna need to get my pool clean. So if my son is seeing me cut my hair, or he's seeing us continue to do and thrive with the Seamoss business, or he's seeing me clean pools, those are all different avenues and different ways that he can be lucrative in himself. Exactly. He can start cutting hair in high school or middle school. You know what I'm saying? He could go to these houses, charging these people however much to clean their pools, because why? He got practice at home. He's
He already knows his dad.
You know what I mean? To I can go to the NFL or do whatever I want.
So when they on Twitter talking about, these men ain't the same way, y'all ain't talking about my boy.
Not talking about me. And I don't listen to it. I don't listen to the noise. I'm on the path. I can't listen to you if I want to get to where I want to be. I'm trying to advance. I can't listen.
And as a personal trainer, like especially with the men that I work with, I tell them, well, any parent that come in, you the front line and the backup for your family.
Oh yeah.
You set the tone.
All the time.
So what your kids see you do, that's what your kids gonna do. If your kids see you taking care of yourself, they're gonna take care of themselves. Yeah. They see you doing push-ups, guess what? Little man will get down on the floor, do push-ups with you. They see you stretching, they're gonna do that. So set the tone for your family. Do not wait.
They see you loving and hugging on your wife. They're gonna love and hugging their sisters or brothers. They see you taking, getting yelled at, and you just taking it. Okay, cool, it's all right. Because these days where discipline. It's a trade-off. Okay, cool. But they see us loving each other at the morning and at night. You know what I'm saying? So they understand throughout the whatever happens in the day, shoot, y'all got each other, and we all we got at the end of the day.
We
so.
the front line
That's
in
what's
the
up,
back.
man. All right, so you got an event Sunday, November 13th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes.
Seamoss tasting event. All right, be sure to stop by, shop, and learn more about the Seamoss and try their gels and lemonade.
Get you some.
It will be at 4115 Fisher Street, Los Angeles, California. Okay. Once again, it's 4115 Fisher Street, Los Angeles, California, from 1 to 5. Okay, go taste the Seamoss. It's actually really good. It's really healthy for you, man.
Before we go, y'all got to try that. We got to get y'all live.
Absolutely. We're going to definitely do that. We're definitely going to do that, man. But moving on, we got some rapid fire questions. You know what I'm saying? We're mostly a sports program, so we got some rapid fire questions.
Oh, man.
What would you consider to be your sports Mount Rushmore? So, like, if you were telling the story of sports, pick 4 athletes.
Oh, I'm Kobe Bryant, obviously, first and foremost.
Okay.
Kobe, if I can put him up there a few times, and I will. He played a major factor in a lot of my mentality or mantra about who I am in sports. That I try to wear number 8, maybe number 1. I'm gonna say Ken Griffey. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm gonna put Ken Griffey
swag.
Jr. Swag. Yeah. And I say that because now that like I got thinking about it, Ken Griffey. I know it's rapid fire, but Ken Griffey Jr. had the opportunity to play with his father.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never had no opportunity to be around mine. It's like now I get to play that role of Ken Griffey Sr. You know what I'm saying? So, and you already know they both had very great accolades. And
right.
Ken Griffey made it to being that age, and since I'm a junior myself, you know what I mean. I made it to the highest point in my athletic ability. I put Ken Griffey up there, and then I would also throw. I'm gonna say Shaq, man, because he was a part of that three-peat. He continuously is in the community, any and everywhere, in any way possible. Yeah, you know, he's always giving back, like.
Always.
He transcends sports almost.
Yeah, literally, like
he got his hand in everything.
Adam Sandler today, or
car insurance,
Chuck, and you know.
Be sure to try the Shakaroni pizza from Papa John's as well. Shameless plug. All right, one more athlete. You got one more. So you got Kobe, Shaq, Ken Griffey Jr., and so many athletes.
Hey, bro, before you say it, Spiff, you don't gotta say Dion.
Somebody in the comments. Put the comment. I can't see.
How you getting punked in the say? How you getting punked in the say? You gotta say Dion.
Like, he didn't even say hi. He just said
my middle name Dion. But I'm really into boxing, so I really like Terrence Crawford. I'll put him up there because he not really. You know, with all the high flashy stuff.
Yeah, that's a 1-on-1 right there.
Like he really he could really box. You know what I'm saying? He's taking a few shots, but this dude, for the most part, can get down. He a little dude. Like big and KO list. Like he really putting dudes to sleep. Like, you know, for work. Like, you know what I mean? And
for work.
Like literally.
Right.
Check for that. Yeah.
All right, man. Next question. What are your top 3 favorite Prolific Seamoss items that you have?
I like the complete capsules, obviously, because the complete capsules give you all 102 of the 102 minerals at the body needs, being that it has Seamoss, bladderwrack, and burdock root. Bladderwrack helps with losing weight, it helps with eyesight or vision and cataracts and things like that, as well as weight loss. Burdock root helps with blood filtering, and you know, if you got high cholesterol, it's good for that. Anything with the heart health is great for that. Or like in general, like I said, the complete capsules, I like the lemonade, and if I would have to choose a gel, because they are good to me, I really every day for the most part I'm doing the mango. Mango Seamoss.
Nice, man. What is the worst advice you've ever gotten?
None, because you can learn from good advice, you can learn from negative advice. So it's like really what I decide on listening to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I ain't make no bad decisions or mistakes in my life, but it's like, damn, any and all advice you can learn from, because you can choose or decipher what's good and what's bad advice. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to listen and do everything somebody's telling you, but you can listen.
That's real. Yeah.
Like so.
So the flip side is, what's the best advice you've got?
Jump in, just do it. Somebody else who sells Seamoss, shout out to Seamoss, they do their thing. He told me to jump in. He was like, man, you've been knowing about it, just as me. It sounds like you telling me, you know what I'm saying?
Right, you teaching them.
I look up to them because they doing their thing. Seamoss is also doing their thing. They out here local in California and whatnot. Shout out to them. I don't mind sharing their wealth and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And knowledge, because it's really about getting it out there. Monetary values is only so much. If you ain't got faith in God and your right mindset. So regardless, if long he told me to jump in, I jumped in, and it's been lucrative for the time being until we really expand, because I feel we will. We prolific.
Absolutely.
So you know what I'm saying. For the time being, I'm gonna say him. He gave me that advice to start this. Like I mentioned, we started in August.
Sure.
We already doing things and taking steps in the right direction. Whether it's 2 or 1 step that day, like we moving towards.
Right. Always moving forward though, regardless.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Marvel or DC?
Yeah.
Set her on shit, get off the show.
I'm a dream chaser. So
DC.
Oh no, because I grew
Meek
up
Mill ain't got shit to do with this. DC.
I used to play for time like this, time like this.
So I had to create Prolific Seamoss. Let's go. I got 2 blenders on this. I got the mission and they folded and chocolate wings. I got the mango too. Strawberry coming through. Banana capsules. Oh yeah, you. I'm 102. But for now, we're gonna get you the Seamoss Joe, give you our 92.
Let's
go! You bitch ass rappers.
You really go.
You motherfuckers. You ain't got the bars. You come up here.
Don't know.
You don't know. You don't know the history. You don't know. How, Dre? They don't know the history.
How, Dre?
Talk to him.
How? Prolific Seamoss, man. Tap in. Go to the business. About who we are. Hop on the IG. Learn
right here.
He's not just man, but at the same time, I'm a motivator.
Man.
Anything you want to get into, you want to do, fuck it. Sometimes you just got to jump in. The water's going to be hot or it's going to be cold. It's never going to be perfect. Just get in there and get it done, because at the end of the day, I'm glad y'all gave me the platform, the opportunity to come here and talk about this, because this is huge. Because it continuously gives me a motivating factor that people are watching, people are out, is out there.
Absolutely.
It got to y'all. Not only, you a friend, but at the same time, you want to see me successful. And a lot of people out here do. So that's why I continue to strive hard. Like I've been, supported in a lot of different ways to allow me to get to a lot of places I've been, coming from the background that I do have. You know what I'm saying? So when people see me being prolific, or truly knew my background and my story, you'd understand like it's a lifestyle. It's not you taking this Seamoss or buying my capsules and you doing it one time. No. You got to continuously buy. You got to change your habits. You got to do things differently.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle, the marathon. That's what we call it, Prolific Seamoss. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to Spiff in the chat. He said congrats on the business endeavors and that you got bars,
there you
bro.
Go. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to tell you.
I need a hat.
He came up here and dropped a quick 16. Hold on.
I'll give you that.
He came over here, dropped the quick 16.
I didn't even try.
The Seamoss 16. We here.
16. It was a healthy, organic flow. So, hey, Prolific Seamoss, this on the IG.
Hey, I need Rock Nation to sign this.
Yeah, somebody do something. Sign the brand. Sign Prolific.
Yeah,
that's
sign
Prolific. We want
Prolific.
an enterprise.
Yeah,
like I mentioned. I clean my own pools. I come out here. We might have all cleaning pool cleaning service or a barbershop. Stop playing with me. It's about progressing. We've been prolific.
We do it all.
I don't know about that. I might push niggas shit back like Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, but he can still see. Stop playing with him.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
All right,
them braids is fucked up.
All right, last question. Last question. Who's the most famous person you got in your cell phone, man?
You probably talked to Donovan.
Nigga, me.
You can talk to Donovan McNabb.
I appreciate it. Hey, do you hear what I'm just saying? I thank me for being me. Nah, for real. Who you got your phone, man?
I'm trying to think.
That mean he got names.
I got new numbers, so a lot of them didn't go. Nah, I'm gonna say Hop. A few of my old teammates. I got a few numbers in there that I'm gonna
DeAndre. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to me.
You killing in my fantasy league, boy. I was waiting for him to get back.
Bro, when I first seen this dude, I was like, ain't no way. I'm like, this cold, bro.
he was talking to Kyler. He was like, hey, Kyler, what you seeing, dog? Throw the ball up. Throw the ball to me.
He's hilarious too.
He a him. Hey, he a him for real. Throw the ball to him.
Dude. Like, it's sad.
He's a him.
You see, he had the immediate impact the moment he came.
Right.
As soon as he laced up the
that's a him right there. Yeah.
That's
10
him.
catches, 150 yards.
That's a him, B.
Two touchdowns.
Give him one of those, B. Let me.
That's
I'm
10.
about to do that. I know I'm.
That's 10 for 150. That's 10 for 150. 2 touchdowns every Sunday. Every Sunday.
How come he not on every fantasy league team?
He should be. I stashed him. He was suspended for 6 weeks. I'm waiting.
I'm gonna hold on to him.
I'll wait this one out.
You gonna act like the Patriots? Right? Oh, y'all want him? We gonna take him.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. We're gonna build our roster.
All right, man. So that wasn't that bad, right? Interview process, quick rapid fire questions. It was real nice and simple. All right, Dre, it's your turn. Dre's top 5, man. We getting into it.
Boy, it's the Eagles. Let's skip.
Well, this week
Eagles number 1.
If you see, the name of the show is Saturday Night Live. The title of the show is Saturday Night Live. We're recording a little early today.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
I told Dre, hey, your top 5 wouldn't change because the NFL teams haven't played yet.
We ain't talking about no whole ass Eagles today.
So can you give us your top 5 college teams?
Hey, you little tramp. The Packers ain't gonna do shit.
Hey,
and I'm gonna tell you that with all my chest, you son of a bitch.
I can't wait till we get to the wild card and we see.
Oh my god,
man, you lucky this little window separated from jumping over this motherfucker.
Hey, I got 2 words for you. Week 11.
Man, I'm so prolific with my big ass. I'll squeeze through this window.
And he already getting the Prolific Seamoss. If you haven't already, go to my page, Prolific Seamoss. I know the truth.
Stop right
here.
here.
I know the truth.
Hey, all right. So I asked Dre to give us his top 5 college teams, college football teams this week. So number 5, numero 5.
Good old Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, number 5.
They bounced back today.
Yeah, they bounced back.
Beat the shit.
They said we need an SEC win bad.
Right.
So they went to beat the shit out of Missouri. They said, hello, Missouri, bye, Missouri.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, they took an L last week to Georgia, but they bounced back this week and get that win against Missouri, get back on track, try to get into that playoff.
Right. They play South Carolina next week. They should win out now.
Yeah, South Carolina, Vanderbilt. You better not. You take an L there.
You can't stumble.
Yeah, you take an L there. It's over with.
All right, man. Number 4, numero 4.
They're actually playing right now. TCU. They're 9-0. Kings of the Big 12 right now. They are playing Texas.
It's 0-0 right
what
now.
Is it?
0-0. They've struggled all season.
That can easily change.
But they undefeated.
Right.
You get credit for beating the teams that's in front of you.
That's fair.
So TCU,
even though the committee was like, they're not good enough to be in the top 4 the first week, but they're good enough now. Even though they've had to come back in every game that they won. They got to
give the Big 12 somebody. You got to give them credit for winning.
Right. I mean, like you said, at the end of the day, 9-0 is 9-0. Number 3, numero 3.
Go blue, Michigan.
It's interesting. I like Michigan better than.
Did he say
Ohio
a team on the
State.
West Coast yet?
No.
What kind of racist ass?
Why are we on the West Coast? What the fuck you want? You want to talk about UCLA?
Nobody talking about Utah,
we can't put Utah in there. You want to put the Utah Utes?
I'm right here. I feel like
like damn, what is?
Like damn, we haven't came out west yet.
We not.
Nah, we not. Man.
But yeah, okay. Michigan, they won again today.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan stinks. We already talked to somebody from Detroit.
Michigan's not good. I think they're actually better than Ohio State again.
Mm-hmm. And Ohio State's right there.
Right, number 2.
CJ Stroud, Heisman candidate.
Ohio State always overrated.
Marvin Harris Jr. All they do is they go win, they go beat up their division, and then they go lose in the playoffs.
But how is it Alabama always overrated? How was they top 10? They had a loss, but you had one loss under 25.
Because they still made it to the championship.
Because of who they lose. It's because of who they lose to. That's the thing. That will be us losing the motherfuckers. Like they don't just go lose to Colorado.
And they almost lost a few games this year though. And they barely won.
Alabama barely won today, or else they would have had 3 schools storm the field on them. This season that would have been unprecedented.
Every time they lose, it's a championship.
Every time somebody beat Alabama, they storm the field.
It's a championship. they win. I used to pray for times like this too.
They not Martin.
Jason nightmares every time.
You know they DC.
Facts.
And number one,
Georgia,
them Bulldogs, they go crazy on defense.
Man, you see how they was really just trash talking Oregon after Georgia played them.
Oh my God,
bro! They
slander.
They got dogs.
They slander.
They said, Oregon, come in this back room. close the door.
Hey, come here.
That was
took him out back and beat him.
Let me holler at you.
Whooped him.
So yeah,
that's
number one.
They up right now, 24-12. They over here lollygagging against
playing with
Mississippi
their
State.
food.
I hate that, but they on the road, and I mean, you see that a lot in college where road teams lollygag or they fall short. My biggest example this year was USC. I know Utah is your guy, but that was the only game of the season I was like, that's gonna be rough. Because going
lose or draw,
going into Utah and playing there is that atmosphere looks incredible, man. It's different.
And the fact that they extended it, they got a brand new locker room. They added like 80,000 seats. I mean, it was loud enough with like well, not 80,000. That's ridiculous. They spent a lot of money into it.
Gotcha.
80 million worth. So I don't know if they added like an additional
they added seats. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like 80 nothing like that, but I think they touching like 50-something thousand without just seating, not including standing room.
Right.
We still used to get that without this extended and the bigger seats. People used to stand up to watch us.
Oh yeah,
it's only us and the Jazz. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We going crazy, and we win, and we in the pack. Like, they get to see these big schools or historic schools come into town that we get to beat up on.
UCLA, Oregon come to town every other year.
Yeah.
All right, slander.
A little bit.
All right, UCLA.
We're beating them up.
No,
y'all got what y'all,
we beat y'all this year. Yeah, you welcome.
Yeah, you welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
Prolific Seamoss.
Right.
Yeah, still Prolific Seamoss. I know the truth.
Prolific Ruins.
There you go.
Dre, we appreciate your top five.
Yes, sir. Honorable mention, West Virginia University. That's my school.
Man, shut the fuck up.
We beat Oklahoma again. Fuck them.
Right.
Hey,
for the first time.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, we beat the Sooners.
Hey, guess what? Mic off.
He turned your mic up.
Oh, you didn't mention that.
He didn't turn me off. Stop playing with me.
Mention like, damn, he got the opportunity to mic me off from over there.
Yeah, hey, pick it up. Pick that bitch up. That's money right there. That's money on the flow. Yeah, that's good money.
I took the top off. I'm dripping like hot sauce.
That's good
She
money.
give me that mean mouth.
Hey, speaking of those, you know what I'm saying? Them the Lost and Founds coming out November 19th.
These are. Oh wait, they're not even out yet.
Nah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Nah.
I heard somebody talking about them yesterday after dinner. They was like, "Oh, you got to get the Lost and Founds." And
it's a few that came out, right? Of course they got backdoored, but it's a few exclusive release on Sneakers app. So if you hit, you hit.
Yeah.
But technically they don't come.
They was like, they come out like the 18th or the 19th. I was like, no, they don't. They out already. Beef got them.
Yeah.
The whole time, he's like, yo, I'm back door little Joe. Talking about
Everybody ain't beef.
Hey man, just to give you a little history on those. So of course, if you was a person that necessarily always get the East Bay book in the catalog in the mail, those used to go back in 1986 for only $70.
60.
You
said $59.99.
No, it was 60. It was 69. 70. 60, 67.
These shoes was $60.
You said back when?
Back in 1986.
86 when they dropped.
86?
Yeah.
I mean, but the currency or the value back then?
Yeah, but check this out. So the reason why they call them Lost and Found, it's a kind of a heritage. It's kind of a appreciation to mom and pop stores. That's why you have the traditional retro box, but at the top you have the old school orange box to how shoes used to be delivered.
Gotcha.
Oh,
now the shoe itself is a model of the 1994 Retro 1, but they kind of distorted the leather.
I was like,
at the top.
what was this part? Yeah,
that's a distortion from a leather at the top. So basically, it's kind of symbolizing. That's what they call Lost and Found of a mom and pop store, which a Retro 1 was purchased, but it was lost in the store. They never picked it up.
That's
so
funny.
Because they never picked it up over time, the shoe gets distorted, which why under the bottom of the sole you'll see the whiteness at the top. You'll see like the distorts of the leather and things like that.
That's funny. Like you can feel it if you touch it. Like,
yeah, the leather's kind of distorted, so it's a kind of
it's a beautiful shoe, man.
Yeah, and it comes with a cool ass little yellow ticket from the owner that says paid. I think on the shoe itself it says like the shoe was like I think like $74.99.
That's crazy.
And it says have a good day and all that good stuff. So
it's a beautiful shoot, man. Appreciate you, B, for sharing that with us again.
Yeah. You know, I
appreciate the history, man. Drop knowledge.
All right,
spooky season.
Time for quick hits. First quick hit. Jeff Saturday was hired by the Colts. How did you guys feel when you found out that he was hired? Like, it was really out of nowhere.
I went to go look at their staff because I was like, I just seen him on ESPN argue about Aaron Rodgers. Where he come from?
Maybe Aaron Rodgers with that hair and that hat. I was like, they be have him looking cold.
Like he came out of nowhere and stole a job.
Right.
I was like, oh,
He stole a job.
They got John Fox on their roster. I mean, on their staff.
bro. If I'm on that staff, I'm looking like, hey, Ursay, what the fuck is this? You mean to tell me I've been working with these motherfuckers all summer, all winter, and then you go hire this motherfucker that been on TV?
Man. Yeah, because I seen you work with them all summer and all winter.
Respect me. Y'all went and got Matt Ryan.
Hey, I want to give a little.
I didn't do that. Y'all did that.
Yeah,
what happened, B?
I want to give a little respect to Jeff Saturday though. At least they hired a center. The center, if you have a center on your team, the center is one of the most smartest motherfuckers.
Look at Trey.
Besides the tight end, I think tight end too though.
Nah, tight ends ain't smart. They dummies.
I'm telling you, the game has changed so much.
Detroit coach, wasn't he a former tight end? I like him.
You see the record.
But he biting off kneecaps and shit.
You see the record.
They fighting.
Just think about the tight end. You got to know the run progression, the pass progression. You got to know when you in pass pro, when you not in pass pro. You got to know your routes. You got to know the try. You got to know.
Y'all don't block.
Yeah, you got to, but you got to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Little chicken wing, you know what I mean?
Do something like
all tight ends want to do is get the ball.
Yeah, I feel like you got to know a lot. You got to know the route.
Sure, what you said? Just hold them up.
You got to know defenses as well as the quarterback does. You got to know if they, what personnel they coming out in, what coverages in. So you got to know a lot.
Thank God bless me with like quick feet, boy. I used to tell tight end, just prop them up. I said, man, just get on to your route. Like, I swear to God. Shout out to the homie Wash. We went to school in Minnesota, bro. I swear to God, bro used to get to his route so goddamn fast. Cause we'll talk. I said, Wash, just give me a little bit, bro.
I'm out of here,
man. Unless I got it was a play I got extremely hurt. I used to tell him, bro, I need you. He's like, you good? I need you.
Hey, we don't like hearing that,
a little bit. Hey, man, I rolled my ankle and I wasn't trying to come out the game. I said, I need you.
Right.
I need you. Like, hey, stay home. Stay home.
I'm saying, shit. Like, I'm talking about it immediately.
Right. Back to this Jeff Saturday thing, man. It's interesting to see that they hired him. And then they had the press conference, and he was like, yeah, it was just, he asked me to do it. And I said, hell yeah. Why not? Like,
hey, I ain't turned down no check, man.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody
turn down no fade. Hold on. You mean to go tell motherfuckers what I used to do all the time?
For better than me? I would say, and for Jeff Saturday, it's a win-win. Like, if you lose the next 8 games, at least you got a bigger check. You'll always be able to be called coach. You go back to ESPN like you never left.
He can go right back to being an analyst.
If you win the next 8 games, you probably win the division. You make the playoffs. Now it's like, oh my God, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, you gonna sound like
right. And then you get a contract extension,
and that headline gonna be crazy. Extending Saturday,
right.
That's a long weekend.
And then you get a contract extension. So I mean, it's a win-win. Why wouldn't he take it? Now you got the flip side where people are saying,
sounding like that. I like the way he moved, talking about, he doing a little acting.
Right.
That's if you asking, that's where he was at. Let me ask him where you at.
You got the flip side of people saying, they didn't even look at a black to hire a black interim head coach.
How you know?
Because they said it. He said, I called Jeff Saturday, had a small, short conversation,
nepotism
and offered him the job.
Yeah, nepotism is in the NFL.
Right. But even with that, I feel like the black head coach always gets the interim job where it's like, hey, we're not expecting you to win. We expect you to lose these last few games, get the highest draft pick, and we're gonna fire everybody at the end of the season anyway.
So lose fashion,
right? Exactly. So it's like
hold it down, so we ain't got to. Hold it down, so we ain't got to.
Exactly. And
y'all ain't gonna see the owners for the rest of this season.
Right. And then we check that box off that we hired a black coach, fire him, and then we bring in the white guy that we really want. Right? Like, so it's just one of those things. Like, I don't want a black coach to get this job because it's not supposed to be a good job. You know what I'm saying? So
it's the whole conversations about it, like to where it shouldn't come down to, you know, it should come down to resume. Like you said, nepotism's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you inherited a job, a lot of times you inherit certain characteristics about yourself that you can't really get over because you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Nobody taught you better. So and if I meet you as an adult, those characteristics that you came up with, that you learned from, you know, seeing somebody else, and now I'm enduring that. So it's like nepotism is going to factor in when people make these choices and decisions because they're trying to do it like their forefathers and people will like them. Nothing against you, but you know what I'm saying?
So how would you feel? You in the locker room, they fired your head coach that you've known this whole, you know, preseason, mini camp, 8 games into the season.
And you like, thank you, because Frank Reich wasn't it.
They hired somebody else that doesn't have any coaching experience outside of high school. Yes, he was a great player in this organization, but you don't know if he could coach.
Right.
So how you feeling when he come into the locker room trying to talk to y'all?
Shout out to Frank Wright. He was calling shots out in Philly.
Right.
You know, when the Super Bowl. I was around.
Nigga, I say Philly.
I was on the field.
I was looking for Key Wade. Back in this engineering room, I'm like,
yeah, I remember because he used to put up a few of my routes up as clinic tape. Like, yo, this is how we want to put it in. This is how we want to install it. I'm like, yeah. I know I ain't that guy on a Sunday, but yeah, they learn off of me. Like, you know, I should be, but I can't control that. But yeah, the narrative shouldn't be so, or the information shouldn't just be on color. It's like, oh, who should get this job? Like, you know, if somebody, you know, is deserving of it, give it to them. It shouldn't factor in it. You shouldn't even allow that to come near your organization.
To cloud your judgment.
You know what I'm saying? I understand all publicity is good, whether it's negative or bad, but let's just try to be on the right to just doing things the right way for humanity. Like, you know, forget, you know, trying to do the right thing, you know, for a coach or whatever. It's just what's right. You know what I'm saying? Just making that decision.
If I'm on that team, I'm like, all right, I'll hear him out. Like, this shit can't go no worse.
Facts. And I definitely think they're gonna beat the Raiders this week. Like,
they said spot the Raiders 35. We got it this week.
They keep giving up leads anyway. But yeah, I got Colts by 3 this week. Yeah.
I can see
game winning field goal.
That's coming down to it.
27-23. 24. 27-24.
All right, man. Next quick hit. LAFC won the MLS Cup. Beef, give me some hand claps, please. Oh wow. You didn't like that?
No, I ain't like shit because I had a motherfucker come at me sideways.
Who?
On my Clippers, talking about LFC just got here and they won championship faster than the Clippers.
Damn.
That's sour.
Why they do you like that? I didn't do that.
Because they want me to pull up. That's what they want. but I ain't hate on the motherfuckers.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to all the dirt dogs out there. You know, Felix little Grizzly Adam ass be out there on figs eating them dogs.
Dirt dogs.
Hey, man.
They be taking a fig like a motherfucker.
They won an extra time off penalty kicks. Jesus. Literally used all the time that they could to win that MLS Cup, man.
Sometimes time takes its time.
Right. Just shout out to them.
You gotta get in there.
Yeah.
That's all I had. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man. Hey, any LA award, any LA championship, we take.
I can't wait for the Clippers to get there. Well, I'm gonna be there.
You don't have to be there.
I'm gonna document the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna show so many documentaries.
He gonna show.
Like, you shouldn't have said that. Now you're gonna bring more. It's already gonna be a lot. Now it's gonna be more.
No. I'm gonna document Beeves Day. Like,
Beeves gonna get. He might get a nominee.
Beeves Day of the parade.
Y'all might mess around and get a nominee.
Beef gonna be buying the Kawhi 2s the minute the seconds is going off the clock.
I already got the opening scene. Nigga is fade to black. Nigga, Beeves house 605. And you got Beef getting ready, getting dressed and shit. Right? 6:05 a.m. Beef getting dressed. Like, yeah, man. I've been waiting on this a whole long time. He looking at all his shoes. Like, which ones I'm gonna break out today?
What year is it?
The code.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey,
that's sick.
Hey, it might be this year. You son of a bitch.
Let them know, big.
Hey,
It
man.
might be this shit. Hey, honestly, though,
You believe that?
like I said, we just showing them every game.
You calling it? You're right. You calling it?
But realistically, bro, like I told you, when we go to the games and shit like that, I'll just take it game by game because it's too. The league right now, if you're looking at shit, the teams that we thought was gonna be good ain't good, and the teams that ain't good is real good. Like, come on, Cleveland's swimming at the fucking top of the food chain right now. You got Utah swimming at the top of the food chain.
Their shit.
We didn't think they was gonna be there.
You get what I'm saying? Even
Portland's
though
up there.
The thing with Utah, they have the All-Star game this year. So Lowry marketing, he try to get there.
He'll make his first
He try to make his money.
I wouldn't say that. It's just that a lot of these teams that been in the playoffs a lot of times, they know it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And like, for example, when Phoenix got the top seed, they was like, man, fuck a top seed. Just get where you can get and play ball.
Yeah, but then second, when has Utah ever been at the bottom though in the Western Conference? Like,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? We could talk suspect, but they ain't necessarily been out for a while. And I remember back when AK-47 used to give us problems.
Darren Williams,
man, what
Carlos Boozer,
man,
they had a little squad.
Man, it was going crazy. They, hard driving
Meme Okor,
and the We Believe Warriors sent them motherfuckers home packing.
Man.
Hey, pull your shirt up, B.
Nah, they I do that. It's lights, camera, action.
B Diddy.
I pull up my shirt, bro. Start the OnlyFans page.
Oh shit! See, look. All right, so we on NBA, but next quick hit. The Nets decide not to hire Ime Udoka because of the whole Kyrie situation.
Kyrie fault.
Beef, how did you feel about that?
I said it. I said it on Twitter. People like, it ain't Kyrie fault. Yes, it is, you messy bitches.
A few days later, they came out and said, that's why.
They was like, bro, we can't do both of these at the same time.
Like realistically, right? If Kyrie didn't have that situation, Ime Udoka would have been the head coach. But since Kyrie shit is going like a whirlwind right now, he can't get hired because they can only take so much heat.
It's a PR nightmare.
Yeah.
And the way Charleston White be talking about that Ime Udoka situation.
Hey, he just mad because Ime Udoka probably fucked this bitch.
They do not want that man to coach again.
Bro, they say he coming to New Jersey slinging dick, not on my watch.
Right. And then, you got to imagine how Boston players feel like, how the fuck he can't coach us, but he could just go get another job still? Like, how that work? Like, down the street? Job offer, you know what I'm saying?
Down the street?
Right. Like,
was it Brown? Brown gave the head nod. He was like, it's cool if he get the job. It's cool if he get the job. But like I told you, man, like, I know I said it like it's Kyrie's fault, but people so fucking small-minded on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean literally like it's Kyrie's fault he didn't get the job. I'm just saying.
Explain it.
I'm saying the attention of Kyrie. Like Kyrie got the six commandments going on.
He got the fucking collateral damage.
He got the six commandments.
Six commandments.
Just a casualty. Into it.
He got to meet with the president of this, the president of that, and there's so much going on. Like you said, a world tour. Just to dribble a basketball,
bro. It was so funny. Like I read the owner of the Nets. He said, "I met with Kyrie, and me and my wife we met with him, and we realized that he's not anti-Semitic." And I retweeted the shit. I said, "No shit, like come on, man."
You knew he
was Kyrie ain't got a hate bone in his body, man. He just want to
I wouldn't say that everybody hates something, but I just feel like they needed a witch hunt at the time, and that was the witch. They just needed him. They like Kanye West was Kanye West was already the witch hunt, but it was like, you know what? Let's get somebody even better, right? And it goes back to the point of what some people made on the internet. You take the loudest nigga in the room. Mm-hmm. Back in slavery time, you take the loudest nigga in the room, put him in the room, and you whoop his ass.
What about Kanye?
They call it
Kanye not the loudest nigga in the room. He the wishy-washy nigga. He didn't want to. He was in the field. He went to the house. He said, "Hey, yo, the house is nice." He go back outside 2 days in the sun and be like, you know what? It's hot as fuck out here. Fuck y'all niggas. Man, I'm going back inside.
I'm going back inside.
He said, I'm outside.
That's an interesting analogy to use because we know that Kanye is quite selfish. And we know that if these companies were to allow him to do whatever and say whatever, he would be working with them. Mm-hmm. Like, we understand that. So
as long as they give him create control, exactly. Like, I love Kanye, you know what I mean? But it's the wishy-washiness that theoretically that be fucking him up in the long run.
Yeah,
But with Kyrie, that was the show that they wanted to put on. Like, if any nigga stands up one more time,
they said, "Oh, you gonna drag this out? We gonna drag you out."
But they got Nick Cannon for a little bit. For something like
boy,
that.
they took. Remember they had Nick Cannon crying for wilding out. He couldn't get it back. Like, come on, like,
remember he stole your bike, you had to cry like some little kid. Like,
come on, bro, come on, man. This. I'm not even trying to crack a joke. Like, they really would bring you in the middle of the room in front of, or I wouldn't even say the middle of the room. They would bring you to the middle of Twitter and make you the little lash you in front of Twitter, back to back media lashes, just boom, 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 boom,
and have your own people doing it too.
Right.
That'd be the shit. I'll be like, yo, for real, because like, y'all got bro number. Y'all can get in contact with him. Go talk to him.
It's one power source. It's one outlet that's.
And I'm not
talk to him.
And I'm not trying to sound fucked up, but that's why nobody take LeBron James serious.
You sound crazy saying nobody takes him serious.
He doesn't. No. Come on, bro. No. They
want him to shut up and dribble. No.
I don't say they take him serious, because if they took him serious, right? He made a comment about Kyrie pulling away from Kyrie, and then he made a comment supporting him. So what are you doing? You too wishy-washy.
Two things can be true.
Here he comes. He come with the cape on.
But I'm just saying, two things can be true. I cannot agree with what he said and what he did, but also say, this
not agree with how they're
suspension and all this shit is terrible too.
Listen. It was no need to put that out on the web, right? Just stand by this man. At this time, man, we don't need to put our bickering comments out against each other. Just stand by him, and then when we get real close, I mean, me and Phoenix do this all the time. I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? like be in house with some of the shit. Don't be so quick to put it out there.
What gives you the notion that you think that Kyrie is welcome to the whole? Hey, chill out, bro. Like, come here. Hey, chill out.
No, but
what gives you that notion? Because even Dre said it. Like, they got his number. Why they don't call him? What gives you the notion that he's so welcoming to that?
But it's not even just having that conversation. Saying like, "Hey, chill out." No, it's like, all right, let me hear where you coming from. Right. Like, he even say nothing. Like, he just retweeted the link. He never said anything, and then they came with their inferences and saying, "Oh, he's anti-Semitic just because he put this link on his page." No, go talk to that man. Go see where he like. What did you think about this thing?
Right. Well, they tried to talk to him. They asked him the questions, then he got annoyed and started giving cryptic answers, allowing for other people to interpret them, knowing that they're going to interpret them wrong because that's what they want to do. Right. So it's just like,
but I'm just saying, as a culture, just our culture in general, we're quick to fucking lash out amongst each other in public. Yeah. And other cultures, you don't really see it. You see it, but you don't really see it.
Now that I agree with. Like, people calling Kyrie an idiot.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's my whole argument about the LeBron situation. Like, you didn't have to say what you had to say about Kyrie. Yeah. Just if you're going to stand by him, stand by him. If you're not going to stand by him, then you can say that ill will shit and just don't acknowledge him no more. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But then the backtrack, like, shit, I sent you on the side tip. I sent you a situation where the nigga just lied just to lie.
Yeah, but he's probably protecting some assets. That's what LeBron do, man. Apparently I had no idea that he's a bitch of a liar. He's a bitch of a liar. That he just be talking about.
Remember saying that Pop Smoke?
He said the Godfather trilogy is his favorite. Couldn't give you a line or a scene.
He said he read the book, couldn't tell you shit in the book.
Bro, he said he knew Kobe was gonna get 81. Like just awesome.
I never heard that. Whoa.
Yeah. He said he knew Kobe was gonna get 81 because the night before he had 60. LeBron, nobody fucking knew. Like,
he was like, but I'm a student at the game, so
I know. Bron did.
Yeah. But like I said,
Bron did.
I get what you said, because that goes back to the infighting is not helping.
It's not because helping. Like the situation is going on, right, and like I said, Kyrie's already in the center of the room getting his lashes by the media.
Damn.
Right. I'm gonna take it. You might as well just take it, because that's what it was, because it was simple lashes. Like, it's literally put him in the room and whoop his ass, beat him down. So mentally,
he's never been got lashed. And never seemed to be the type to bow down.
And the cold part is, though, I'm not beating you like physically beating. I'm just beating you with my words. They just literally keep using different words to push him down, right?
Yeah, to make you can say about the same thing. That's why it's so many different outlets changing 2 or 3 words, since we're this corporation or this entity You know,
like
we say the same.
Like I said,
the same publisher.
like I say, if you got the power, you know what I mean. LeBron even helped the situation when Nike stripped him of Kyrie of all his Nike shit.
Oh.
Well, because that's opening up the door for a whole bunch of other criticism.
But I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna stand by him, and say what you gotta say to help him get his shit back, or just shut the fuck up about the other comment you said, right?
Man,
because in next breath, right, when you become a free agent, you're gonna be like, hey man, you know, I said what I said, but I still want you on my team. It's like, can I even trust you in the light when some shit really pop off?
Right.
When it really start getting muddy, can I really trust on you?
Yeah, and he can say the same thing about Kyrie though. Like when shit really happens, can I trust you to be available for the team?
Hell no, LeBron just he lies so much. You be like, no. Kyrie probably caught the nigga that lie, was like, yeah, like he probably said like, hey LeBron, did you take my dollar? You know, man, I just bought these chips from the house. And you just see the nigga on camera went to the vending machine with your dollars.
They both standing there like Spider-Man looking at each other like, nigga, I don't know if I can trust you, bro.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying, bro. As a culture, we just got to stop attacking each other in public because when some white shit pop off, you like, for example, when you see crazy white people shit going on, you don't really see crazy white people. You don't see white people coming after crazy white people. They be like,
we also not know circles.
In regard, not even circles, bro. I'm just talking about in social media in general. Like, as soon as something happens with a black person,
how many white people do you follow on Twitter?
I follow good amount of white people. Good amount of white people. I follow
because I don't follow many white people, so that's why when you say that, I'm just like, you don't even be seeing this shit. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, but they ain't got no.
They don't even say
they didn't give Riley Cooper
listen,
16.
No, listen. You don't even have to follow white
Riley
people.
Cooper ain't been in the league since.
He got a new deal after he did that nigger.
Oh,
that and stuff.
Oh, that was that Booker T.
Yeah, let me help y'all.
He was like, "Oh,
that was BC that did that.
Hold on, let me help y'all though. Let me help y'all though. You don't have to follow white people to understand that white people necessarily don't even say shit. That's why you don't even have to follow because they're not gonna go in there and go head hunting on their own kind. But as soon as a black person do something, oh, this motherfucker's a dummy, an idiot, and Tucson. And I can't walk a straight and narrow path. Have I did it? Hell yeah, but I stood by my statement. You's a dummy, a dumb.
Yeah, that's why I don't like when people
like
start like the name calling and all that. Like,
yeah, because we grown.
Even if it's just with the sport, like the West Brick stuff. Like I hated that stuff.
Oh no, that was gold.
That's fine.
That was gold.
That was.
Let it go.
Yeah, you gotta take that.
I support just.
We watched it live.
Native and he with the Lakers. Right. I'm always support.
Oh no, we watched it live.
I want to win.
We watched it live.
we saw that backboard say. That backboard said, "How many more?"
Right.
Got 4 more minutes of this.
We'll get back to the Kyrie situation.
Oh, yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Y'all think he gonna play on Tuesday?
They said no.
He didn't play today.
No, they play on Sunday against the Lakers, but then they go back home on Tuesday. You think he gonna play?
Oh
no, he got the 6 commandments. He didn't even do one yet.
He did a couple, I think. But before we get to rule breakers, man, anybody watching or listening to anything new?
Hell yeah. Should I go through the list?
Go ahead.
Pause this music, pussy.
Okay,
all right.
We're still on that. That her loss is still fire.
I don't give a fuck about her loss. I'm over it.
Replay value is very high.
I'm over it. I'm over it. It's new music time. Shut up.
Go ahead.
All right. We got WizKid, more love, less ego out.
At 9:17, Beef said he don't miss.
Because he don't. He don't.
9:17.
Hey, big shout out to Drum.
Drum is fire, bro.
Drum.
He's really singing. Like
what had happened was is that motherfucker can sing.
It's amazing.
That album is so fucking phenomenal, man. If you don't listen to Drum, get your ass on there.
Listen to his other one too, Shelly,
and
aka Drum.
And I got a better song. It's my favorite fucking song. I even told the motherfucker on his own comments that I'm gonna play the song.
Pac-Man?
The Pac-Man. Maybe I'm a trick. I'm gonna play that tonight.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Saturday Night Live.
You know, I'm always here for the bad bitch rap, so Glorilla's new album dropped.
Gloria?
Mm-hmm.
Gloria Hollis.
Glorilla. It's really good too. Very short. I love a short album, but it's also really good. You know, she's on the intro, outro, she rapping, exploring themes, about losing friends on the way up.
Yeah.
Fuck niggas.
Damn.
Niggas that don't eat pussy, get out the way.
What's your favorite? Like,
Young Blue got a new album out too.
Ad-lib.
I haven't listened to it yet.
ad lib or saying that she got from the album that she picked up so far? She know that might be get catchy.
She said something like, this nigga going, I kicked him out because he's trash and he might treat you worse. And then the ad lib is like, bitch, run! Yeah, she be going crazy or something. That's why I had to ask her. I know she said something.
I also want to give another shout out too. You know what I'm saying? To all my pimps and shit out there, but nah, for real, this dude hard as fuck. He kind of in the Larry June category. Okay. Primo Rice, chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken. Hey, come on, that's pimp shit.
Checking chicken.
Checking chicken. That's pimp shit.
Right.
They call their hoes chicken. You feel me?
Gotcha. I didn't know that. I'm not in that world.
Shout out to Russell. Yeah, I love his album. I hate when life's going great. I love that album. It's good for the title. It's good for the kids when they're in the car. That perfect timing record.
I still play Mailbox Money, man. Prolific Seamoss.
Hey, I ain't mad at
that. Gotta keep him in rotation.
Gotta keep in rotation because he played a major part. He prolific in himself, and it's like that's why we call it Prolific Seamoss. Like
for sure.
You know, we giving that health out.
Shout out to Smith. He said that blue is a vibe.
Yeah. Oh, play something. You can't play them from? Will they be doing like copyright?
Sometimes, yes.
I just noticed the background, bro.
Yeah, I told you the guy was like, "Yo, you're tripping."
Right, bro. Like, bro, we came to the studio, bro, and it was like, "Yeah, man, you can't sit on the stage today. You gotta run the engineer booth." All right, then I'm gonna run this bitch to the ground.
And we appreciate you, B, for real.
The house is burning.
I appreciate y'all having me on here. This is
still fire.
Here. I come on every time I come out here. I just want to come on.
Feel free, man.
Hey, it's a family show, man. We all family here, man.
Nigga, I didn't even know you was out here, bro. You should have got a guest, and I had to look back and said Prolific. I said, I know who this is. Because he never said who the guest was, and I don't read the little shit. I just come in here with violence. As the topics come out, you know what I mean? I'll be in the booth like, you know, just press buttons and shit, you know what I mean? I'll just go come in here.
He walked in with a lighter in his pocket.
Okay. Man. Nas' album was good, too.
Hey, shout out to the Laker fans and the fucking ministry that I did to them.
Oh, yeah, me and Beef went to the Lakers-Clippers game this week. It was hilarious.
Hey, bro, when I tell you, hey,
yes,
listen.
He's not as loud though.
Nah, they're cool. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't give a fuck if my team haven't won a championship, right? Just understand when you come at me with slander, I'm gonna make you feel bad. Like I made a whole section wanted to fight me.
The whole section was Laker fans, and Beef was right there.
He came out alive.
Hey, I turned around.
You thought he was?
They pussy.
A Laker
they pussy. They pussy.
Yeah,
I told him, hey, he was like,
out there.
One dude was like, hey man, we got 17 championships. I said no. You got 16 championships.
Don't do that.
That Mickey Mouse ring doesn't count.
Don't do
Walt Disney said it stinks.
Because if y'all would have won it, it would have counted. So
it's not about me.
Don't do that.
It's not about me. It's about you.
It is about
and how
you.
I look at the Lakers. Everything y'all touch stinks.
And the reason why I feel like we doing bad is because Palinka bringing these guards in instead of bringing these bigs in. Laker championship team consists of at least 3 bigs. I'm talking about from whenever rotation. So when they had Howard, we need Howard and McGee back. Like
they sent Howard overseas.
He's still a top center in today's league.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what y'all need. I love watching this 2-10 misery.
I hate it. I can't. It hurts.
2-10 now.
The tears I saw walking out of that fucking arena was the joy of my heart.
The tears, Jesus. See nobody cried.
Yes, it was.
They probably cried smelling that onion.
It was so bad that the fans.
Their mask. The onion that led you to spend your $5 for that hot dog.
I didn't buy shit. That's that freak man.
They're fire, but they're more expensive.
Hey, listen,
not $5. No.
Listen, the joy I had watching a fan keep switching seats and thought the game was gonna get better with each suite. It got so bad he went to his original seat.
He thought he was sponsored by SeatGeek, playing around and find out ain't nothing gonna change. I'm still down 30.
Funny shit, bro. I swear to God, Lakers versus Clipper games is funny. The fucking security dude who walked into my seat, he was like, "Yeah, you gotta wait till timeout time." I looked at Phil, he was like, "Boy, get the fuck out the way, get out my way."
Hey man, when the Lakers was playing, they the main event.
No, they wasn't, bro. We let y'all in the game just to beat y'all ass because get out of here
for sure. But it was still Lakers being the main event.
Yeah, it's always gonna be like that too.
Like
I don't care.
Like the parking structure, it was a Clippers home game. It said Lakers event at the parking structure.
Lakers present the Clippers.
No, Lakers event. Like the Lakers is playing today.
They put the wrong sign out. They forgot. It's all good, man.
It's all good, man. All right, let's move on to rule breakers. Eve, you got me?
Hell no. I'm gonna do this one because you just keep asking every fucking week.
Thank you.
Psych.
But what you do? Hey, here we go.
Oh, I could do this one too.
Messi.
You can break all the rules when you have that kind of talent, right?
That was definitely a rule breaker.
Definitely a rule breaker. All right, man. First rule breaker: DeAndre Jordan's rebounding. The Nuggets were playing the Boston Celtics, and this sequence of events happened.
Across the lane, 6 in the shot clock. Strong rebound, didn't he? Pressure. White, how about the hustle? Tipped away and picked off by White. So let's get another opportunity here. He pulls it back, 10 in the shot clock. This place was going to explode. It should.
Oh man,
He got ripped by Lil Pritchard.
Bro, that whole time,
For a
all
layup.
that for them 2 points. You would have thought they missed 3, fast breaks. And this dude in one spot. The way how long that was.
And then after that, they called timeout. He just walks to the bench. Like, all right.
He's like, man, yeah, they playing a little too hard, bro. Get me to the postseason basketball.
Hey, Jokic, you ready to come back in, bro?
And he will too. No problem. Shoot around the court, one leg.
Look, Randy said there was no rebounding. Absolutely not.
Hey, when you're at the end of the road of your career, bro, you said, I'm just collecting these checks.
Gotta get him at that
He
time.
said the check cleared.
Yeah.
So I gotta act like I'm doing
Hey,
this.
Denver started snowing. He said, bro, I hate it here.
They don't respect him either because remember the starting lineup, they introduced him as DeAndre Ayton instead of DeAndre Jordan.
They was like, we wish we can dream. We can dream.
Yeah, so
Let's go.
Trade that man.
I hope he gets it back together, man. But yeah, DeAndre Jordan, you're definitely gonna be on Shaq and the Food this week too.
Yeah, they finna have fun with you.
All right, man. Next rule breaker, Elon Musk. He he allowed people, Twitter Blue, to subscribe for $8
Lord Musk.
and get the verification. You could be verified on Twitter for $8 a month now.
Man, what are the shares on Twitter? We need to hurry up and buy in.
B, what happened immediately afterwards?
All hell broke loose. It's so bad. It's so bad in the Twitter world. So what happened was,
Messy.
trolls not gonna stop. So what they did was they started switching accounts to fake actual accounts.
Right.
So like LeBron James, they had a LeBron James one, and someone had a blue check mark, and they would just tweet outrageous shit. It was an insulin company for people with diabetes and shit. And they said that, we're gonna drop the cost of insulin to free. And all of a sudden, it affected the company to where the company's stock market crashed.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
And then people started attacking them like, you said it was free. So now what Twitter is doing, under the bottom of accounts that are official, it says official.
Yeah,
There's a white check mark that says if that's new update that came out.
Yeah.
But the blue check marks, bro, they was going crazy.
I thought about subscribing and getting one.
Like Oprah.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about getting one, but then I changed my mind. Like,
Man,
what changed your mind, bro?
If I get one, we don't make the rules. We're gonna verify we don't make the rules.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it was kind of corny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't feel like it's
I ain't earned it.
You didn't inherit it. Like you didn't. Yeah.
He said they didn't come put the crown on.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I ain't like it.
It feels good having it, though. You feel like you did something right.
Something about this feel fraud.
So I asked on Instagram, would y'all pay to be verified? 5% said absolutely, and 95% said nah.
Who was that one?
Who was the one? I can't say it.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, we know him though, and we love him. I'll show y'all after.
Spiff?
No, it wasn't Spiff.
Damn.
DJ Keezy?
I'm not gonna tell you, B. I'll never tell.
I'll never tell.
I'll start calling niggas out immediately.
He said he calling names. Hold on, bro. Relax.
But yeah, they've stopped. They suspended the Twitter Blue thing for right now. They're trying to rework they rework the whole system.
I'm just gonna say this
because people was going crazy with the
Man, they
misinformation.
was going crazy with the N-words.
So
I heard about that too.
Man, all Elon Musk is finna do, because there's been different things have been coming out about it. I think what he's trying to do is take the word, basically the meaning of free speech, and crash it. Because if he can bankrupt Twitter, then what else we gonna have? You gotta go back to other.
You got Reddit. You got Tumblr.
Hey, Tumblr said they green lighted nudity. I'm back on that bitch. Hey, Tumblr
I can never get on Tumblr.
Hey, Tumblr. What? They sex pages with mini porno books.
Yeah, I tried it.
Oh my god! Look.
I'm not that horny, man.
Hey, I'm Ime Udoka. I am horny.
Don't say that. You don't know what he did. Don't say that.
I'm horny.
You know he did it. Look.
You don't know what he did. He did that shit.
They hold him accountable.
Hey, that's what.
They definitely his head off.
Hey, with consent.
Okay. With consent. All right, bet. All right, next rule breaker. Drake and 21 Savage for their rollout. Not in a bad way. I actually think it's quite creative. So, they did the rollout where they was on the Vogue cover.
Vogue.
They
Vogue said, "Come see about me."
They did. They did the NPR Tiny Desk. They did the interview with Howard Stern.
Give me on Tiny Desk.
Absolutely. But they did all that stuff, and I came to find out that it was fake. None of it is real.
Duh.
It's part of the rollout.
Hey, got y'all all
got me hyped.
Hey, got you,
man. He was looking for that Tiny Desk.
Niggas,
I wasn't searching for it, but I was like, I can't wait for that to come out.
Niggas was so hot and horny when they see the Tiny Desk. I was like, ooh, they a Tiny Desk.
That's gonna be fire.
The bitches was like, oh my god. So hot and horny.
Yeah, I thought it was a great flip on the rollout where it was like, everybody goes and does all these different things to promote their album, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna do it, but not really. Like, I thought it was pretty cool.
Vogue is trying to sue him.
They did sue him for $4 million for using
and block the phony cover. They can't put it out no more.
Yeah, I don't really blame him, because then Drake is opening up the floodgates, man.
That's only $4 million to them,
right? And they probably gonna settle for $2 and wash their hands of it.
But my thing is, it brings publicity. But my thing is, it brings publicity to Vogue, because now
does Vogue really need that?
No, but I'm just saying Vogue doesn't need it. But it'll be interesting to people just waiting for it to drop.
Right.
And if I was Vogue and I had the momentum, I would tease them back too. I would tease them, especially with Tiny Desk. Don't have to tease, because when they drop, it drop. But as a company, like if I had a hype person hype my product up, like say for example, if a hype person hype, you know what I'm saying?
It.
Like, hey, look, hey, Prolific Seamoss, nigga, I'd be like, I would have called him personally, like, keep going.
Oh yeah,
because that means that's free promo.
You're in a different. Free. That's not the same thing as what Vogue's position though. Vogue is already up here. They don't need any extra publicity.
No, that's just nobody. I completely understand what y'all saying.
You keep saying Vogue is up there. But during the time, nobody was checking for Vogue. Like Vogue, nobody was tripping for Vogue. Like who's buying magazine?
Who's buying magazines?
Bro, that's just the print. The print business is kind of
the print. Nobody was checking for Vogue even on the internet.
Yeah, but everybody knows what Vogue is.
They know what Vogue is. But I'm just saying the hype train behind the traffic that went to Vogue internet website looking for shit.
Yeah,
I would have kept it running.
Yeah,
because that's revenue. Because once I get on there looking for Drake, I might see something else that catch my mind. It's a form of marketing.
And
like
got you.
Yeah. Right, and you got to think how many kids is now searching Vogue that never knew Vogue existed.
I got Drake kids looking for Vogue now. I got niggas that
reaching a different crowd.
I got hood niggas that only read books looking for Vogue.
Right, you got people in the hood, Zone 6, talking about Vogue. Like,
I for sure would have got them. Hey, let's just shoot the cover for real. For the free.
I'm with you.
For the free.
We all get a tax write-off.
And then we do it.
That's all I'm saying. We could all win from this.
And we all eat.
We put it on the same equity for
you got to think of it from like a marketing standpoint. Catch the hype and pump it out.
I get what you're saying, but that's not the type of company that Vogue is.
If everybody got like this,
they got old, long white money, bro.
If everybody thought like this, the world would be a better place.
Absolutely.
But we have the world that we live in,
right?
Because everybody don't think like that.
Listen,
capital and greed.
Somebody start trolling. We don't make the rules, nigga. What? I'm on that motherfucker. Look,
come and see about me.
I'm over there going ape shit crazy with they dumb ass.
All right. Next rule breaker. the NBA and the list of achievements that Kyrie has to complete before he returns to the NBA.
Damn.
I got the list right here. He has to apologize and condemn the movie, make a $500,000 donation to an anti-hate cause or to anti-hate causes.
Why that budget?
Have
That's
sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training, meet with ADL and Jewish leaders, and meet with Josiah to demonstrate understanding.
Well, he met with Josiah, so he must have did all the other shit already.
This is extensive.
Yeah.
And while I do not agree, or I feel like Kyrie could have handled this situation a lot differently, this is too much.
Yeah, a simpler man would have done.
And I feel like they're doing this because these are a list of things that you would do if you were in a PR nightmare that Kyrie is in and you're trying to clean up your image.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're doing this, one, because of what Beav was saying, to make an example of him, but two, because they don't feel like they can trust him to go through these steps on his own to clean up the PR mess that is
so publicly.
this.
They'll have you do it.
But it's just like, it's still too much because it's just like, y'all could have just ascended him to 5 games and let him play the game and bring him back. Like, nothing's going to change because if you truly, you know what I'm saying?
If you have to force somebody to apologize, do you really want the apology?
Is it a PR cleanup for Kyrie or PR cleanup for the Nets organization?
Both.
Just making sure.
Both. But at the same time, if me looking at this,
it's like splitting the baby.
I know he don't mean none of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, he would just be doing this to check off shit on the list so I can get back in the game. Like,
well, shit, honestly, I haven't heard from him, so I'm just thinking they just doing this shit as a PR move. Because
it's all PR for sure.
He saw it. They told him, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. As soon as a nigga take a deep breath, shut the fuck up. Shut it up.
Yeah, they basically told him to shut up and dribble without telling him to shut up.
This is like what you do to your kids.
Well, I know this might sound fucked up, but sometimes you do just gotta shut the fuck up and just do your job. Just shut up. Just because every time you open your mouth, bro, it's not getting good. It's like when you're arguing with your girl, you say something. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna make it worse.
Just shut the fuck up.
Trigger a memory from 3 years ago.
Yeah, just shut the fuck. She say like you play Call of Duty and she say some wild shit to you. Just keep shooting with all your might. Just empty out the clip. You feel me?
Like Dre said, she could have said, "Hey, chill out on the Call of Duty 3 years ago."
Yeah.
She could say it today, and it's like, nah, I just said it yesterday.
Just shut up. Like I shut up and dribble sound like a wild statement, but sometimes, bro, just shut the fuck up. Go back. Hey, how about this? Don't say shut up and dribble. Just shut up and go back to the craft that you're really good in.
Yeah, just focus on basketball. Focus on dribbling. Like I agree. Focus on your jump shot. Like
focus on your
really
craft.
like because you got to remember a lot of people keep condemning Kyrie because they could also keep condemning Ben Simmons. It's easy to attack these people. Like it's so fun.
No.
But that's just what the media does. But
I move this way. No, I can't. Hey, that broke back motherfucker need to play.
Oh my god! but that's what they're doing because
he's robbing the whole organization. He's a bum. He's a scallywag bum.
Come on, man.
Hey, the reason why you upset is because these analysts keep rating people so high before they even get in the league. It's like analyze them after a couple years of playing. Don't already give them this hype, even though they just get drafted.
I get what you're saying.
Stop saying that. So that leads people to believe that these players getting drafted are going to be the hype. They're not.
Lost his soul.
It's no fun.
But how often are people living that hype for real?
Listen,
it's not often. You're absolutely correct.
And this is why
the
fans get upset and they feel this type of way because these analysts are hyping them before they even can make an example or do something in the league. Like, do something first.
You played in Philly before, right?
Oh, Philly. Yeah,
you know how we are.
Don't. I feel
we don't even have to hype you up. If you put on a jersey, I'm on your bumper.
Yeah, I'm on here. It was on it.
And that's how they sound too. They sound like that.
Get your shit straight. Hey, we're on your water boy. Why wasn't you getting them refreshments faster? But fucking bum.
You gotta have this finished.
No, I get what you said.
To have that look.
But at the same time, he's been in the league now, 5 years, 6 years? Yeah. He has not improved on the things that he could not do when he got into the league.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They need to stop hyping this dude because we don't know if he's gonna live up to expectations.
They said he had the tools to get it done.
When they all do, that's why they're here.
Basically, he was supposed to be, and I'm not trying to throw shade, he was supposed to be Luka before Luka. because Luka's a tall guard that can pass, right, dribble, defend.
It was complimenting to LeBron a little bit.
No,
Yeah, I think what they was trying to push that
more to LeBron.
Yeah. Show over, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, man. Hey, wait. Last rule breaker. Oh, wait. Before we go, hold on. I asked on Instagram, was this list of demands too much? 89% said absolutely. They're extra. 11% said nah. He did them.
We had to come up with a list
himself.
of demands too.
Yeah.
When they start doing stuff to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It should be vice versa, from public service to private services. Like, it should be everywhere. Like, because we hear these things that are rising every day. Like that kid that was getting choked out about somebody who stole a bike 2 days before. That's wrong. Like, and then you don't even really put a man in jail for something that you place on us, or a different type of, allegations that you would try to put on somebody if it was the roles was reversed. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
it was just like it was a story out in, I forget the city, a couple weeks ago. Two firemen didn't do a proper sweep of the house that was on fire and let 2 black kids die. So when the 2 black firefighters went in after they conducted their sweep, they found the kids. So those white firefighters were pulled from the department and suspended and everything. And then the mayor of the city came and reinstated them over the so it's just crazy. Like we have to hold everybody accountable to your position.
And they
Side note,
did.
can I give a rule breaker?
Wait, hold on. Let them finish their thought.
Right, man.
I said because they probably did try, they probably didn't, but you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't know how to feel about it, because when a lot of some people personally, it's kind of
right. It's unfortunate.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they inherit what was already built up in retrospect, or those certain situations. I'm glad those 2 black firefighters went in there, because now we got to understand that we need to be in these type of positions so we can have those better relations within these communities. So we got to have black little kids who want to be police officers, black ones who want to be, in the EMS field or firefighters, or black nurses and doctors. Like, we got to be front line with all this stuff, because at the end of the day, when somebody getting shot, it's usually a minority or somebody who look like us. So if we attend to them, then we're going to try to approach that situation with a bit more empathy and compassion, understand like, damn, this is one of us we're losing. There's not many of us at all. You know what I'm saying? So
that's fair.
What Dre was saying, like, we should, like, kind of put that in the pedestal. Like, you should be wanting to be something like that to give back to your community as much as you want to be an athlete or a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Apply that same energy. So that way, like how you was talking about earlier, we're not quick to just react off instincts when it comes to one another. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like it is in the rap game. Like, people are quick to shoot. There's no reason for Takeoff to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That all this is in relation to how we think we got to be out in these streets.
Oh, yeah.
We got to act that way against
Flint,
each
Michigan.
other. Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah. 2 boys died. 2 black firefighters actually found them, and now the department is split because the fire chief fired them, but they are reinstated by the mayor. So that kind of,
that's gonna create a divide for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I got one better than that.
All right, go ahead, B.
This last one. Hey, George. Hi, Dad. Oh, hey, you got a shout out on the camera.
Hey, we got Kayla.
Baby.
Shout out to Kayla. Hi. Hi, Dad. It's me, Mia. What up?
Yeah,
family time.
Yeah. Oh, and Mia got her little speaking of Prolific Seamoss. She created like this little frozen watermelon, frozen blueberry, Seamoss ice cream, like a little smoothie type of thing.
Right.
That's a great way for the kids to get it in. Nobody's, and we told her like,
nice.
You should try to get something going, so we can probably create something for you, and then whatever we can sell, we can put towards a business or your college fund.
Right.
So you can start.
Oh, shout out to you, Mia, man. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but sorry, no rule breaker.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Texas.
The elections?
Georgia.
Florida. Don't sing these.
Were you talking about Herschel? He won or no?
Texas,
they're probably gonna go to a runoff.
Texas, Georgia, and Florida. 50. You some of bitches can't get nothing right. I swear, hey, if it's the end of the world, don't count on Georgia and Texas and Florida, because these motherfuckers love living in the 1800s. Bruh. They love smoking their hookah. And they just love doing dumb shit.
Like, it's just different though.
Texas is, bro. I'm not trying to make fun of nothing, but over 70% in the area where the school shooting was,
Uvalde
voted the motherfucker back.
Uvalde County
voted him back into office.
Yeah,
you
let that governor sit there and allow your children
to get
murdered
and just say, all right, it's cool.
Right. He didn't move fast enough to try and end it. Nothing.
Listen, how can he move fast enough in a wheelchair?
Man, look, they got motor scooters.
Fuck,
As far as remember the dude who died, like right after died from sadness or something like that.
Oh yeah, when his wife. Yeah, man.
Let's get out of here, Jay.
Yeah.
Wait, one last rule breaker. SZA.
Oh, I sucked the foot out.
Yeah. We got kids watching.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Go to SZA Instagram and see what we talking about.
No, go to Prolific Seamoss.
They listen to SZA though.
She get her Seamoss in.
Oh yeah, so yeah, she got that. Aaliyah doing the same thing.
I'm trying to be her little. I'm trying to be her nigga on the weekend. I'm good. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday.
She right here.
All right, B, let's get up out of here, man.
She get her Seamoss in. Shout out to SZA.
All right, man. It's been the We Don't Make the Rules podcast, brought to you by Papa John's, man. Once again, be sure to try the new Papa Bowls for $7.99 or use the online code PJ Rules. Shout out to those good people at Cobb Phillips and Associates, because you don't want the IRS on your ASS. Be sure to follow the podcast on Instagram and Twitter at WDMTR Pod. On Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Felix_Reyes Jr. Mr. BB, that's me. Anthony, where can they find you?
You can find us here. We can find my personal account at _A8D, and that's Anthony Denham. And you can find us on Instagram at Prolific Seamoss.
Absolutely, man. Once again, we appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you having me.
We
appreciate it.
Dre, where can they find you?
Made it look easy _ fit. Come fuck with me. Get your Seamoss and then come to your session and go get these workouts in. We're gonna take our bodies back, okay? Self-hate got you out of shape.
Absolutely.
That's what it did.
Self-love. Self-hate got you out of shape. Let's go. Let's put some love.
And I'm still gonna drink the
B, where
Seamoss.
can they find you?
You can find me at Leave It to Be 31.
Why?
Because I'm a shooter.
Yes, sir.
And baby, I'm a trick.
Right. All right, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Free BG.
Hey, Prolific Seamoss.
One time.
Baby, I'm a trick.
Hey.
I make all my bitches like Mike will. Don't invite her to the crib cause she might still. Deep down inside, this how I feel. Fuck me good, your bills turn to my bills. Second off.